The reasons why Life Uncontained is so successful. Have you ever wondered how popular YouTubers and content makers are so successful? In particular, you may watch some of their videos on a regular basis. If so, there is no doubt that thoughts of pursuing a similar road came across your mind. However, many factors come into effect. When we see someone reaching success, there are struggles we may not know. Today, we're going to cover the life story of Life Uncontained and their journey towards success. For a basic understanding of how they have evolved into one of the most popular off-grid building channels on YouTube, we must go back in time from where they started. The delightful and hardworking couple Spencer and Mackenzie have remarkably separated from the traditional beliefs of how houses should be like and pursued their dreams of making their own living space using off-grid materials and equipment of whatever knowledge and experiences they owned, which apparently were not a lot. Despite that, they were able to construct their own house by themselves using internet resources and each other's help. So what motivated them to succeed? The ambitious couple previously lived in Florida, where they were married, and made also lots of memories in their previously owned house. Despite that, they didn't hesitate to quit their high-paying and boring jobs and leave their city to settle into a debt-free shipping container home. They moved to Texas in 2018 after they spotted a barren land somewhere in the same city when they came across the area while on vacation. The pair document their everyday progress in the building of their house and upload it on YouTube, providing hundreds of thousands of people from all around the world with the interesting and extraordinary customization of their dream house. They share their hardships and achievements throughout the entire process, which can give you a pretty good idea of how driven and determined these two talented individuals are. Since moving into the woods and starting their channel, the couple has two beautiful children, Biao and Cam, who can only be considered really lucky to be born into such a safe haven built by their own parents. Where did the couple work before? Most people will probably be reluctant to quit the decent jobs that pay them very well to pursue a very risky adventure such as pursued by these two exceptional pair. Fluctuating into a different lifestyle can be amazingly difficult to many, but then again, Mackenzie and Spencer are different than others. Well, do you know a way to get a free audiobook online in seconds? Check out the link in the description below. You will get my #1 recommendation on how to get a free audiobook. Not just any kind, but only the best top-notch audiobooks. Before they began sharing their routine of building an off-grid house and personal adventure, the pair were involved in the restaurant business, and in fact, it was quite well paid. Also, they liked what they were doing. Of course, there were always the chances of failure, but looking back at their channel success, we can conclude that they definitely overcame every obstacle in their way. Everything changed when they decided to take on their desires of making a self-reliant and self-sufficient home environment, and rarely enough, succeeded too. Uploaded their materials and stories on various platforms, Mackenzie and Spencer found a way to earn from multiple sources. However, the primary and major source of their income is YouTube. Through ad revenues and other monetization activities, including donations on their Patreon page, the pair now earns roughly around $15,000 per month. Their net worth by 2022 is estimated to be around $500,000, which can be more than a number. All in all, it turned out to be great for them both in terms of finance, even though they left their high-paying jobs. This inspirational success can be viewed as an example of dedication and patience, and everyone should try to apply their mentality in order to succeed. Why did they do it? Alternative-styled homes were always a subject of interest to both of the inspirational individuals. They said that they would constantly find themselves looking at different off-grid house layouts on the internet way before they even thought about going after their adventure. Just before planning out their house, the couple went on a road trip where they stayed mostly in unconventional states, such as converted trains or cars, or earthship houses. Their life-changing journey inspired them to buy the 2 shipping containers and leave everything behind to make those containers their future home. So, without wasting any time, let's move straight into discussing some reasons why Life Uncontained is so successful. Number 1. Escape from the modern race. People nowadays are visibly unhappy with their busy city lives, where they sit in an office for the whole day only to return home and entirely jump into bed. Their regular routines are occupied by the modern trend of following certain traditional aspects of society. However, Mackenzie and Spencer knew the importance of peaceful living, therefore their attraction towards off-grid design houses and accommodations grew more as they became more realized. To say that they escaped the rat race that we are currently in is an understatement. They not only did that, but also proved to the world that anyone can become successful if they put their mind to it, without having to follow boring and tiring everyday routines. Number 2, documentation of building their off-grid home. Everyone wants their home to be the best place in the world where they can relax and forget about everything else around. To get the best of such situations, a peaceful environment can play a great role in people's lives. Mackenzie and Spencer always seem very enthusiastic about their plans to create similar surroundings for their future home, with everything built on their own and with the least use of modern traditional systems. The fact that they began uploading each process of constructing various pieces of the house together seems to have fascinated the early audience on their channel. Not only did they become more interested in watching the couple genuinely care about what they were building, but they also supported them throughout the whole journey. Number 3, off-grid everything. From installing the solar panel system to accessing the internet, the innovative couple tried to finish everything off-grid. Their venture into being extra creative and unique meant that they had to formulate and implement new ideas to build systems like rainwater harvesting for drinking water, contrasting previous traditional methods. Watching them figure out a way around the original system to fit their own design differently was always very fascinating. These traits clearly summarize their ability and enthusiasm, inspiring hundreds of thousands of viewers and ultimately leading them to the path of success. Number 4, positivity. To remain positive is probably the most essential aspect of being successful. The hardworking couple can be seen to radiate the best attitude and mentality with the goal of reaching their dream. This kind of display is appreciated a lot in today's society, since most people do just what everyone is doing and forget about their initial aims. To go through various struggles and still manage to become a cheerful figure can be difficult. However, the Life Uncontained channel seems to have every bit of positive quality in their videos and appearances, which can definitely be considered as an important aspect for their success. As of now, they have more than 1.3 million subscribers on their YouTube channel Life Uncontained, and the videos uploaded on the channel are, on average, viewed by 500k audiences. We can definitely say that they are quite popular and successful. However, they try to reveal as little information as possible due to privacy reasons. Seeing how far they have come on their journey, they totally deserve everything they have achieved until now. Alright, if you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more content similar to this. Ending note. Well, that was an in-depth look into the reasons why Life Uncontained is so successful. Mackenzie and Spencer are their dream couple for all the peers worldwide who can only radiate positiveness and enthusiasm to millions of people. If you weren't familiar with their channel before, be sure to check them out. Their extraordinary journey has already inspired so many people worldwide, and it's of no doubt that they will continue to do so in the upcoming future. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. By the way, which of the moments did you find the most exciting or even motivating? Leave a comment below describing it. It's now time to wrap up the video. Until next time, you can click on the links shown in the video to watch similar content. Thanks a lot for sticking to the end.